Starry Night and the Moonlit Quest. In a quiet village nestled among rolling hills and whispering woods, there lived a young fox named Felix. Felix was no ordinary fox. While the other animals busied themselves with foraging and playing, Felix often gazed up at the sky, wondering about the mysteries of the stars. Around his neck, he wore a silver scarf that shimmered softly, a gift from the village elder. "This scarf has magic within," the elder had told him, "but it will only reveal its power for a heart that is brave and true." One frosty evening, as the stars began to peek through the deepening twilight, Felix lay outside his den, his bushy tail curled around him for warmth. The sky above was painted in hues of violet and blue, and the moon hung like a bright lantern. But as Felix watched, he noticed something unusual. The stars were dimmer than usual, their twinkles faint and forlorn. Before he could ponder further, a soft, melodious voice called out, "Felix, brave little fox, I need your help." Startled, Felix sat up and looked around. The voice seemed to come from everywhere at once. Then he realized it was the moon itself speaking to him. Its silvery face seemed to glow with concern. "The stars are losing their sparkle," the moon said gently, but with urgency. "If their light fades completely, the night will grow dark and heavy, and the world will lose its dreams. The Starry Night, who guards the magic dust that keeps the stars alive, has been robbed by a shadowy thief. Without the dust, the stars cannot shine. Will you help us, Felix?" Felix felt his little heart swell with determination. "Of course I'll help. Tell me where to go." The moon's voice softened. "You must journey beyond the hills, across the bubbling brook, and through the meadow of whispers. There, in the heart of the starry forest, you will find the Starry Night. He will guide you further." With a nod, Felix tightened his silver scarf and set off under the moonlit sky, his paws crunching softly on the frosty ground. The journey was not easy. As Felix approached the bubbling brook, its gurgling waters sparkled under the moonlight, but a large, grumpy toad named Tobias sat on a rock in the middle of the stream, blocking the way. "Who dares disturb my evening croaks?" Tobias grumbled, narrowing his bulging eyes at Felix. "I am Felix, and I'm on a mission to save the stars," said the fox confidently. The toad let out a long croak. "Save the stars, you say? We'll see if you're clever enough. Answer my riddle, and I'll let you pass. Fail, and you'll have to turn back." Felix sat down, his ears perked. "What's the riddle?" Tobias cleared his throat. "What has hands but cannot clap?" Felix thought carefully, his tail twitching as he pondered. Then he smiled. "A clock," he said proudly. The toad blinked in surprise, then huffed. "Fine, you're smarter than you look. You may pass. Good luck, little fox." With a splash, Tobias hopped into the water, allowing Felix to leap across the stones and continue his journey. Next came the Meadow of Whispers, a dreamy expanse filled with daisies that swayed gently in the night breeze. As Felix trotted through, he began to hear soft, melodic whispers. "Rest, little fox," the flowers cooed. "Lie down and dream. There's no need to rush." The whispers grew louder, wrapping around Felix like a warm blanket. His eyelids grew heavy, and his steps slowed. But just as he was about to curl up among the flowers, he remembered the moon's plea. "I can't stop now," he murmured. Felix took his silver scarf and wrapped it around his ears, muffling the whispers. With renewed focus, he sprinted through the meadow, the daisies' murmurs fading behind him. Finally, Felix reached the starry forest. The trees there were tall and ancient, their branches glittering faintly with starlight. At the center of the forest stood the Starry Knight, a majestic owl with feathers speckled like the night sky. He perched on a low branch, his golden eyes glowing warmly as Felix approached. "Brave fox," the Starry Knight hooted, "you have come far. The thief who stole the magic dust is hiding in the Cave of Echoes, deep within this forest. But beware, this thief is sly and will try to outwit you. Trust your instincts, and you will prevail." Felix nodded. "I won't let you down." The Cave of Echoes was dark and mysterious, its walls shimmering faintly with reflections of the moonlight. Inside, Felix spotted a raccoon named Rocco, clutching a sparkling jar of stardust. The raccoon's eyes gleamed mischievously as he laughed. "If you want this, little fox, you'll have to catch me." Rocco darted into the shadows, his laughter echoing all around. Felix chased after him, but the shadows seemed to stretch and twist, making it impossible to find the raccoon. Then Felix remembered what the elder had said about his scarf's magic. He unwound the scarf and held it high. As the silver fabric caught the moonlight, it reflected a brilliant beam that filled the cave, banishing the shadows. Rocco, now exposed, stopped in his tracks. All right, you win," he said, holding out the jar. "Take it, but promise me one thing, share the star's light with everyone." Felix took the jar, his heart swelling with pride. "I promise." Back at the starry forest, Felix handed the jar to the Starry Knight, who sprinkled the dust into the sky. Instantly, the stars began to twinkle again, brighter than ever before. The forest lit up with their glow, and a soft cheer seemed to ripple through the trees. When Felix returned to his village, the moon smiled down at him. "You've saved the stars and the dreams of the world, brave Felix. Rest now, little hero." Felix curled up in his den, the silver scarf glowing softly around his neck. Above him, the stars sparkled brilliantly, casting their light over the sleeping world. And from that night on, the villagers told the story of Felix, the little fox who saved the night and reminded everyone of the magic that lives within a brave and kind heart. The end.